You may want to stress about it. Don't. Just don't stress about it. Do a woosah and just keep moving. Hey guys, what's up? It's Fhallon and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to kind of switch things up a little bit. I usually kind of try to do, structured videos. I usually try to do very structured videos, but today I wanted to try something a little different and just kind of have a conversation with you guys instead of doing something very planned out and whatever. The topic that I wanted to talk about with you guys was something that I felt like could be very relatable for a lot of people. It depends on like what stage of your life you're in, but for me personally, it's something that I'm going through right now, and I just thought, why can't I talk to you guys about that? So that's what I wanted to do today. Basically, the topic, as you can probably tell by the title, is kind of like that early 20s struggle that a lot of people go through, and I honestly had never even thought about it until it was happening to me, and I didn't really even know that it was happening to me. It was just like one day I realized, like, gosh, there's a lot of stress that's happening to me right now. I kind of just want to talk about that and then, give kind of like how to work your way through it. So I think one of the things that always got to me about this like early 20s struggle is kind of like feeling just like if you make a mistake, everything's over. In life, you will make a mistake and you'll realize from that mistake that you are better off making the mistake than not making the mistake. And it can make you a better person by making that mistake. It may seem like just like the worst thing in the world, but I have made a couple of mistakes that I wish in my mind, I'm like, man, I wish I wouldn't have done that, or I wish I would have been better prepared for that, and I just feel like it's knocking me off my feet. Maybe later on down the line, those things will make me who I am, and it'll make me a stronger person, someone who can tackle certain things better than if I had just like breezed through whatever the thing was. My point is, don't stress too much about something that you would consider to be a mistake, because at the end of the day, the more you stress, the worse you make your situation. And I know that because you're transitioning from young adult to full adult, mistakes just feel like they're taking up way too much time, they're messing with your life, your plan, your schedule, or whatever. But don't stress too hard about it. Even though, logically speaking, you may want to stress about it, don't. Just don't stress about it. Do a woosah and just keep moving. My points would be just to kind of be in the moment, because I do this a lot where I find myself kind of worrying about this problem and that problem and this and this and that and this, and then it just takes over my life, and I can't just wake up and be happy anymore because I wake up with this problem on my mind. And then I feel like, it just gets to be too much sometimes. One of the main things to remember if you're going through this like early 20s struggle is don't worry about stuff so much. Don't get caught up in it to the point where it's like when you wake up in the morning, that's all you're thinking about. When you're eating lunch, that's all you think about. While you're showering, that's all you're thinking about. When you go to bed, that's all you think about. Just be in the moment. Enjoy it while you can. You're only going to be 20, 21, 22, whatever age you are, one time. This is the really big one for me. The thing that stresses me out a lot is kind of just like figuring out what you want out of life. You can't just like sit there and go, what do I want out of life? Oh, I know. I think everyone wishes they could do that, but it doesn't always work out that way. It took some time. I sat down with myself, me and myself, we had a conversation. I sat there and I was like, okay, Fhallon, figure out what you don't want. So so that you can better understand what you do want. I felt more confident about where to go from there. And I'm not saying that I have it all figured out, because by no means do I have it all figured out. But now I feel a little more comfortable in like what area to go to, instead of just being like there's a million different choices and I have no idea which one to choose. I'm like, I know I don't want that, so I'll work with this stuff over here. Now, for the most part, I do know what I want, and I know it's a little unconventional, or at least I feel like it's a little unconventional, but I don't think that it's unattainable. So I'm just gonna focus really hard and work really hard, and hopefully I'll be able to obtain my goals. I just wanted to talk to you guys about that for some reason. I just thought, you know, I'm not the only one who's going through these problems. I've talked to a couple of my friends and they've told me that they understand the struggle. So I just thought, why not share it with you guys, because I'm sure that some of you can relate. And if you have any kind of tips as to like how to help get yourself out of that like early 20s struggle, funk type of thing, just list them below in the comment section and help other people out if they have, you know, other types of problems that I didn't address in this video. Don't forget before you press that X to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.
All you calabrese do the mambo like a crazy mambo like a crazy mambo like a crazy mambo like a crazy mambo